Hi. Recently, in a conversation with a friend around education and other earth-changing ideas, it reminded me of a story that I was told that literally changed my perspective on how I navigated through life. And this story was told at my commencement ceremony when I graduated from college. Anyway, it was a story about this famous teacher. I can't remember who he is now. Um, there was a movie made about this gentleman, but the story he told was very powerful. It was an event that changed his life and changed the way he approached teaching and changed the way he even looked at the task of teaching. And he said that he had an open house. He had a class, and he had a normal open house when the parents come in to meet the teachers. And this parent walked up to him and introduced herself, really nice dressed woman, introduced herself as the mother of Jonny. And he went on to rave to this mother about how brilliant Jonny was and how creative he was and how, how much of a love for learning he had. And he went on singing this Johnny's accolades. And then, another John walked up to this mother, and he realized in an instant that he made a mistake. He was talking about the wrong John, because this John was not all of those things. He was, barely getting by, class clown, that type of student. But he said he didn't have the heart to correct himself in front of the teacher, because the parent was obviously, just blown away by his remarks, and he felt highly embarrassed just to take all of that back. So he did nothing. He did nothing. But this is what happened. Over the next semester, that John, the wrong John, changed. He became more attentive in class. He became more engaged in class. Lo and behold, he actually did start to display some of his academic brilliance, and he went from being at the bottom of the class towards being at the top of the class. And he realized in watching this transformation that had happened in John that, although he didn't know exactly what happened when Jonny went home, he imagined that the bigger part of what went on when he went home was that his mother looked at him completely different. His mother thought about him in education completely different. The conversations she had with him was completely different. The expectations she verbalized with him were completely different. And because of those things, he became a completely different student. And he said that mistake he made as a teacher really forced him to pay attention to how he interacted with his students from an area of expectation, from an area of positive encouragement, from an area of support, more than maybe even than criticism, because he realized that simple mistake he made in telling the parent that her child was a great student started a chain reaction that actually turned that child into a great student. I think there are a lot of lessons in the story that we can take from it, in terms of leadership, how you treat your team, how you support, interact, communicate with your team, friends, families, how you are acting and performing right now based upon how other people have communicated to you at critical stages of your life. What expectations from other folks are you living up to right now? And are they expectations that are somehow really related to your potential or not? Are you not really performing at levels that you could perform at if you were simply trying to live up to a different degree of expectation, either from outside forces or hearing it enough from outside forces that your personal expectation was altered? Anyway, that wasn't a mistake that a teacher made that changed his life, and me hearing the story changed the way that I approached mine. Thought it was worth sharing, and I hope you're expecting to have a great day.